you would sometimes like hit a kid with a fly swatter? Just like stop it. I
Yeah.
have that happen to
Is
me
that
because every time I get very introverted, when I'm just like I feel like I'm like it's not as fun or something else X, Y, and Z. Um, I get mopey, and I'm just like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm with my character. Uh huh. That's my turn. You want to role play it? No.
Oh,
And
that's what happens with
it's
poor
a cunt
Sunker when she
move.
gets
It's
out
a
of.
cunt move for me to do, and
Yeah.
I have to have someone go over and like someone proper to go over and like whack me about the head. Like I need
Well,
my father to go over and be just upside the head and just like stop being a bitch. Okay.
right. Well, and that's one of the things. Like, unfortunately, not all of your games are live streamed. Otherwise, I could just jump into the chat and go, "Shut up, Sunker, and fucking play along." Damn it. Um,
I
you know what I mean?
could I have that?
So
Just have you on a soundboard? God
yeah,
damn
that's
it,
like
Sunker.
sure. It's called a stream deck. Buy a stream deck, and I can teach you how to put sounds to it. And I was like, "Sucker, knock it the fuck off!" And you just hit that button. It can just play in your ears. Nobody else even needs to hear it. It'd be like some people need like a hit of their favorite little whatever to get them going. It's like that's what Sunker needs. Just a swift kick in the ass from somebody with a firm voice every
Pretty
so often.
much. Oh my.
Oh.
But
Giggity.
but no, it was just that, and then it became a thing where the DM in question, whenever it said I had privilege, I have a position
What?
of privilege because I'm a woman,
Oh
and I'm
my fucking
oh my.
god!
So that's
Did he
actually
say because you were a white woman? Did he say because you
no,
were a
because I'm
white
a
woman?
woman,
Okay.
and I'm just like, wow. As soon as I said that, I'm like, you have no. That's how you see me. That's how you see me. Oh my
Yeah.
god. That's absolutely how
That's
you
how you're
see
treating
me.
me.
You don't see me as a person. You see me
Mm,
as like this other thing.
that's fucked.
Like I would accept it if you could call me a fucking asshole bitch. I would accept it if you would go over and you were like, "Man, you're being a huge cunt." Like at least don't go over and bring the game down just because you're
Right.
not having fun. Like
Right.
anyone else. If I was a dude, you would go over and do that.
Like, dude, what the
But
fuck, man?
But
What
like
the
no,
fuck's wrong with you
you're a
tonight?
point of privilege because you're a woman, and thus people let you get away with things. I'm like, oh, what a cunt! What a
Well,
cunt!
hey, maybe,
Today.
maybe stop treating her like that and treat her like one of the fucking dudes and tell her just to put her big fucking girl panties on and man the fuck up already.
Well,
And
yeah,
play the fuck
that's
along. You're here for a
that's what they
reason,
would
aren't
do.
you? Aren't you paying for some of these fucking games too?
Hurt me, daddy.
Clip
Yeah,
it.
it's one of the ones
Um,
I pay for. It's just like
well, that's what I'm
fucking hell.
saying. It's like that's why it's like you need to you're there fucking like look it's I get it, you're paying me and all that other kind of stuff, but like aren't you here to have a good time? Isn't that the whole point of you being here, is fucking to escape from all that bullshit and be able to role play and have a good time and pretend you're somebody else? Is like play the fuck along. That's what you're here for. Don't be a fucking
Well,
pissy patter pooty panties.
well,
I don't
no,
know, I
it's
got
the
nothing to do.
combat elements that were getting me mad because of mid maxing. But like the roleplay
Oh yeah.
thing, I got down fucking pat.
Giggity.
Sorry. But no, it just became a thing, and it was just like, and then he said that, and it was just like, oh, I can't believe he just said that to me. And
Well, yeah, you
what
just
can you
should.
say to anyone who goes like you've known someone for like X amount of months,
Right.
and they throw that at you? It's like, oh, so I'm othered. I'm instantly
Well,
othered right now.
you should have just told him, well, stop fucking treating me like a chick and let's fucking do this properly. You know what I mean? I mean, that's, treat me like a player instead of treating me like I've got a vagina.
Well, he can't because he has issues with women.
Oh, he's one of those guys. I got
Yeah,
you.
he's
There's
one of those
always
guys,
one.
and it's just like just seeing a little bit too many of his posts, and it's just like, oh fuck. Is there any time you're not screaming at women and being
Oh,
sluts?
wow. Oh, wow. Ah,
Oh,
gotcha.
you scream at
He's
other
holy.
things as well.
He's holier than thou. I got you.
Well,
I
well,
got
he's
you.
also the weirdo atheist too. So
Oh, those are always the most fucking hypocritical, dude. Those are the absolute. Those are always the worst fucking ones, man. Those are always the worst fucking ones because they really do think their shit doesn't fucking stink. They think they're better than fucking
Oh
everybody.
yeah,
I can't stand them motherfuckers, dude.
yeah, but
I would like atheist has to be like the most arrogant fucking narcissistic point of view on the face of the fucking planet, just like hands down, because it's like, how are you so fucking smart? How have you got the whole universe so figured out that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that there is no semblance of any God whatsoever, that all of this is just a fucking accident and you're dead and gone and buried? Who the fuck are you to go, I know that beyond a shadow of a doubt? Like, I get it if you're agnostic, you go, well, this is kind of what I think happens, just because I don't think I haven't really seen anything else to prove me otherwise. But just to say beyond a shadow of a doubt there is nothing, dude, that's arrogant. I'm a fucking narcissist, but holy shit, dude, that's my ego blown out of the fucking top of the roof. Like, you're to the stratosphere at that point. If your ego's that fucking big, man, like, holy cow. Like, Vegeta called, he wants to know if he can borrow some ego. Like, holy fuck, man.
Kakarot, I met someone more smug than me.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like that's exactly what it fucking comes down to. It's just like, oh fuck, man, like damn. So yeah, I was that shit tickles me fucking pink, man. Those people boggle my mind.
And just as a thing, I was being a huge fucking cunt. Like, I do.
Oh, I
like,
know. I absolutely believe
when
that.
this happens, I'm a huge bastard. But
right, but yeah, no, trust me. Oh no, trust me. I know. I've been there. I've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
I get it. I got the T-shirt.
You've witnessed it firsthand.
That's right. I've seen it firsthand. No, not even from afar, but right up and close. So, all right, we're already late enough. Let's get this fucking. And then I picked you up back because you thought you were oh so funny doing that.
It was very funny.
All right. Let's get this fucking party started, which, by the way, she's not near as heavy as what she claims she is.
I'm heavier now. I just had to cut myself out of a dress. So shut up.
Don't tease the boys with such exciting things they're never going to see live and in living color, no matter how much they pay.
Fortunately, boys, you didn't get to see me go over and like put myself in this very tight-fitting dress and then realizing that the strap broke, so I had to get it off, and then I couldn't get it off, so it's just like, I gotta get this off! So I got the scissors.
Oh, that's fucking great. All right, let's get this fucking started. That's right, Darth Dave, who needs straps? Hey, lesbians need straps.
Crowd is buzzing, hear the sound. Is it gold or just a lie? Worth a watch or pass it by? Critics talking loud and clear. Do they praise or spread the fear? Film a flop, we wanna know. Cut the bull, come join the show. Is it good as nerds we say? Will it shine or fade away? Sinking ships might pull you in. Do we lose or can we win? Scenes are rolling moment by. Answers hidden in the sky. Join the crowd and take a peek. In the common view we seek. Is it good as nerds we say? Will it shine or fade away? Sinking ships might pull you in. Do we lose or can we win? Eyes on stage and hearts on sleeve. Wondering what we'll achieve. Is it worth the precious time? In the common view we'll climb. Scenes are rolling moment by, answers hidden in the sky. Join the crowd and take a peek in the common view we seek. Eyes on stage and hearts on sleeve, wondering what we'll achieve. Is it worth the precious time? In the common view we'll climb. Eyes on stage and hearts on sleeve, wondering what we will climb. When
How are we doing tonight, guys? Welcome to the season finale of Daredevil Born Again on another wonderful edition of Is It Good? I am Jesse, the Common Nerd. Boys and girls, I bring you pop culture and all things 33 common sense lens. And we are back at it again tonight. It is going to be a lot of fun. It has been a long and kind of bit of a roller coaster of a season with its ups and downs. I think overall we've enjoyed more of it than I think we've hated. I would say overall it's good, not great. We'll see how it finishes tonight. But the unfortunate part about this is at the end of the day, no matter how much we do enjoy this, the ratings suck. And one of the reasons why we know that is because of MCU burnout. Marvel has burned their fans for far too long that most people had no chance of even giving this a bother unless they heard from all of their friends that it was fantastic, that it was great, that it was must-see TV. And frankly, boys and girls, even for all of the good parts, it hasn't been that. So word of mouth wasn't as good as what it needed to be. And we'll have to see in a couple of weeks how the Nielsen numbers come out. But as of right now, things aren't looking great. The MCU burnout is real, boys and girls. So to help discuss all of that and more, looking lovely in her Matt Murdock glasses, Sunker Maiden, my dear, how are you?
Hello. I'm doing pretty okay. You already heard about my fucking drama earlier. I would like to go over and just point out the one episode I think we can always run back to is two episodes I think we can always run back to, things like just to rewatch something that we really liked. We can always run back to episode 3, which was the White Tiger episode, and we can always run back to episode 5, which was the one-shot bank heist.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny too, because I actually finally saw, I don't know if it was on a live stream or something like that, but they were talking about like the overall, like what they'd seen in the season so far. And it's like, yeah, like you go back and look at it, like the best episodes, and it might've been on Twitter over the last couple of days, but like you go back and look at it, the best episode is the bottle episode that everybody hated because it was a bottle episode. And it's like, no, like it's a fucking great episode. We said that at the time. It's a great episode. I get like, well, it doesn't move the story far long enough for something that's kind of dragging. I get it. It's still a great fucking episode. Like it really is.
Here's the thing, if you're worried about dragging, you already saw some scenes that were just fucking time wasters and time sinks. Like, the fucking having Daredevil talk to Punisher. That scene, apparently, now's the payoff! We're gonna get the payoff on this episode, apparently. So that was one fucking hung dinger that needed to happen right then and there, and just couldn't be rejiggered a little bit better. But yeah, just episodes 1 through 3, and then episode 5 is just like if you just want to taste your Daredevil, and you don't want to get stuck with bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if there's one issue you can read of the comic, just read issue 5 of Daredevil Born Again on the Disney Plus. Just read issue 5 and you'll like it. It'll be fine. It'll be great. You don't have to know, because the thing about it is it doesn't really set up much either way. Like it doesn't really tell you much more about the overarching plot. It's just go watch just that one. Just watch that one. That's all you need to watch. That one and maybe the last one. We'll see how it goes tonight.
Maybe the last one. Apparently everyone's just jizzing hard on the last one. But like I actually like it. I have mixed feelings about the last episode we went over and watched, because looking back, I actually do like it, but not for the reasons I think the episode wanted me to like it. Because basically, the Kingpin is the fucking protagonist. He's the one with the most drama that's going on. He's the one with the biggest hurdles to take over, where he has to go over and keep his city safe, manhandle the police, work within the police and win back his wife. And by God, did he do that in last episode where he got it all. And I was just really happy to see him walk out with his wife in his with his wife hand in hand. I'm like, fuck you, you're supposed to be evil, but I'm down for it. I vote for Kingpin.
Well, and then the worst part is, it's like, okay, you finally get to see a little bit of Kingpin, but it's like he's been such a soy boy most of the whole season that it's like, okay, well, and it's like, okay, anything's better than what we've seen this whole season. You know what I mean? For the most part, outside of beating the shit out of dude, you know what I mean? Like, other than that, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, okay, finally, we're seeing Kingpin he's out there strong arming people again. He's bringing them in the back rooms and going, look, this is the deal, and you're going to take it, or I'm going to find somebody else who will, and you're not going to be in the position you're in anymore. And it's essentially, it's like, okay, he's going back to being a fucking boss. He's using the power of the mayorship versus power of the mob boss, which in some cases can be much, much more powerful. There's a reason why so many mobsters get in politics, or they at least support and buy politicians. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So yeah, I actually did very much like the Kingpin arc as much as because there's an actual arc. It's the one sad thing is just Matt Murdock's girlfriend turned more and more into a bitch, and I'm like, well, it's either you leave him or you die. That's basically her fate, and I feel a little bit bad. But her,
I didn't like that bitch.
Like, here's the thing: like, you could have actually taken out the Like, here's the thing: you could have taken out the serial killer episode, and her character has not changed at all. Like, it could change a couple lines, and you do not have that. You don't have the impact of having a serial killer attack you. That's fucking huge, and that's like really easily swept under the rug. It's just like, fucking hell.
Well, unless other than that whole "I saved myself," Daredevil saved me. I saved myself, dude. She's become straight up insufferable, like MCU nonsense. She is insufferable now, man. Like I said, I didn't find her all that good to look at to begin with.
Liar. Like, what actually really, really kills me about that is, like, you can act that out in a way that is compelling. Like, I saved myself. Like, if you had a little bit more delusion in it, where it's just like it was seen as a cope, where you could see like she isn't well from that, like that could have been one thing. But no, it was just like, because the acting was done too straight. It's just like, wait, bitch, you actually believe that you saved yourself? Like, it was only because he busted through the fucking window like a boss that you were able to get to the fucking gun, bitch. So it's just...
Yeah. Yeah, insufferable, absolutely insufferable. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm kind of rooting for her death at this point. Like, I really kind of am. I'm just like,
die, but like, I just like, I went from like really, really liking her to just like, just, you're a mouthpiece now. You're just a thing to move the plot.
Yep, just another mouthpiece to the message. So, all right, boys and girls, speaking of mouthpieces, we're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. But before we do, as a friendly reminder, boys and girls, if you're over there on YouTube or if you're catching this on the replay, please join us over there on Rumble to catch the full episode of this, because this is a watch along and review. Falls completely and totally in line with fair use, but at the exact same time, YouTube's got bots, and those bots don't know how to tell the difference because they're just an algorithm and they're not an actual human person. So, therefore, boys and girls, most of this will be over there on Rumble. So please join us over there for the full episode. Over at the Comment Nerd, if you're catching this on the replay and you're not over there in the chat, getting the links dropped for you. So, all right. And of course, let me go ahead and roll this up here a little bit. Thank you for raiding the stream, Sunker. Shadow Warden 99, one of our very fine channel subscribers on Rumble, says the Maiden was horrified by Dragon Noodle Soup telling her about dead blood tortillas, and now we will cause more horror with the corpse paste / starch. Oh, we haven't told her about corpse paste, have we?
No, well, you guys call it corpse paste. I find it hilarious. It's called corpse starch. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, well, it is.
It's fun, and I love it.
Corpse. Yeah, it's corpse starch. But yeah, it's a Warhammer 40K thing. Do you know what it is?
No, I just read it. So I was reading it while I was waiting for you to show up, old man.
Okay. Do you want to know what it is?
Well, it's people.
Yeah. So like in the hive cities, because death is something that happens. I mean, there's like millions of people born and die every day in a hive
Mhm.
city kind of situation, and so you have to do something with the dead. So there's actual entire guilds inside the Warhammer 40k universe that their job is to dispose of the bodies and grind and chop them up and grind them down. And there's people that go like completely and totally insane from being the butchers, and they turn into like monsters and like but yeah, corpse starch is a main staple in hive cities. Is a food source. Everybody
Well,
eats corpse starch. So yeah,
well, there's probably easier ways to go over and now, here's the macabre part of my brain locking in. There's probably way easier ways to grind up a corpse and not have the person go over and see it. It's pretty fucking easy if you really set the machines up properly. I'm just saying.
yeah, but this is the grim dark Warhammer 40k universe, so it has to be fucked up like that. It has to be fucked up like that. That's just the way things go. Excuse me, Madhouse Retro, another one of
Yes!
our fine subscribers over there on Rumble. Good to see you, and I saw you dropping links over on the YouTube side as well. Thank you for that, Madhouse. Appreciate that very much, buddy. Decided not to stream, just live with some friends as a hemp hangout. Hey, there you go, there you go. Well, feel free to watch us as a
Hey!
hemp hangout too. You know, I'm always down to smoke with you, buddy. I love my favorite people's voices. Oh, thanks to my Madhouse Retro.
Thank
Darth
you.
Dave says, oh boy, indeed,
Hello.
Darth Dave, indeed. Another one of our fine channel subscribers over there on Rumble. And I see you over on Kick as well. Says, oh, I'm holy. Who needs straps? Well, obviously lesbians. He thought that was funny. Wait, since Sucker needs straps, does that mean she's a lesbian?
Well, I
50.
think all girls are bi-curious.
Yeah, well, yeah. It just depends. It just depends how many drinks you've got in them. Hung Digger, yeah, and Daredevil was ready to confront Kingpin. It did kind of look like that towards that end of the episode. So, yes,
Oh!
some people love the bad guys.
Yeah, that ending was actually fucking perfect. That was a perfect stinger ending because you were not going to you didn't see that coming. You thought it'd be of all the people you thought was going to get shot. You thought maybe the girlfriend was going to get shot because of a miss aim. You thought maybe
Right.
Kingpin might get. Actually, you didn't think Kingpin was not going to get shot. It was
Nah,
either going to be girlfriend or wife, and
wife.
that
Yeah.
it was Murdoch to go over and both protect the wife and take bullet for Kingpin was
Yep.
like it made so much sense. It was a twist that you were not seeing coming, but it absolutely made perfect sense. It was a perfect fucking twist.
Yeah. It lined up. It lined up really, really well, and it just shows the character of Matt. Obviously, as just a
Yeah.
person in general. The real question is just like, okay, now Kingpin owes him one. What are you going to do about that? Because you owe him one now. He saved your wife's life and took a bullet for you. You literally owe him one. I'm really going to be curious to see how Kingpin repays that, because Kingpin don't like owing anybody a debt, and Kingpin's honorable. He's got his own code. He's honorable enough to understand that he now owes Daredevil. So that'll be curious to see how that goes.
We have never seen eye to eye, Matt, but
All over again. They're gonna be back at the coffee shop with fucking Matt's arm in a sling. Oh god, talking about their
dude,
feelings all over again.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind if Matt's in the hospital bed for most of the episode. I'm gonna kill something. I don't know
Right.
what. It could be my
But
computer. It could be something. I could burn another bridge in frustration and rage. But holy fuck.
That's awesome. I think we found Sunker's new theme song on YouTube. Shadow Ward 99. Ironcasters should have come watch Carmen Rider instead. Nah, we're having fun doing this. That'd be too easy. Carmen Rider be too easy. We wouldn't have anything bad to
Dude,
say about
this motherfucker is gonna try to get me to watch Ironheart.
it. Well, and I was thinking about Gundam Awaits You. I know we're gonna get there. And I was thinking about what's up, NC Native? It's the Motherload episode. There we go. We're gonna find out. But one thing I was thinking about making us do Andor, but the problem is Andor, they're dropping 3 episodes at a fucking time with Andor. So there's no way we could do it, because we're not going to sit here for fucking 5 hours. No, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
We would have to watch, let's to even see if we'd like to do Andor, because I know how, like EFAP, they love to go over and jack off Andor, and I'm like, I understand you like set pieces. That's why you like House on the Hill or whatever that fucking lame ass haunted shit was.
Heresy.
Just because you like set dressing for a world does not make it a good fucking show. It, like, from what I've heard about Andor, about a fucking character they used to replace Carl Katarn, would not give a fuck because it sounds boring as fuck. It sounds like the main character Andor is not that fucking important to the entire series, and it sounds like set dressing. It sounds like Dune, but without Paul. It sounds like Dune without Paul. So you don't have an
Yeah.
actual story to focus on. You're just seeing the world of Dune exist.
Yeah. Well, and the other problem with it too is it's literally a prequel of a prequel where all the main characters in the show are already dead.
Yeah,
And you know
and
that. You
no
know
one
what I
gives a
mean? So
fuck
it's like,
like
yeah, everybody's already dead. And it's like, oh,
like
and the
here's
best
the
part is we've been watching some of the trailers and the clips and the sneak peeks. I've been forcing my chat during the day to watch those with me, right?
why
And
would you
it's
do
so funny.
do you hate your chat?
Because I can watch those and Disney doesn't copyright claim. And so, but it's one of those things where it's like you literally watch them and they're nothing but like Easter egg. It's like, ooh, here's a shot of the Death Star. Ooh, here's this actor, everybody, or ooh, remember that guy from Rogue One that you really liked, the big bad villain that was in charge of the Death Star project? You liked him, right? Here he is. Here he is. Oh, look, there's a TIE fighter blowing things up. Oh, look, there's a TIE fighter fight. Ooh, look, spaceships. It's like, it's all this little like Easter egg stuff. I'm like, oh, you remember all this? Yeah, you remember? It's member berries. You remember? Come watch it. Come watch it. You remember all this cool stuff? You remember? Come watch it. It's just like it's so pathetic, man. The marketing is just really sad because it's just so easy to see through once we've seen this done once or twice. You know, fool us once, shame on us. Fool us twice, shame on shame on me. You know what I mean? It's like we've all seen this. We know what you're doing, and it's not going to fucking work anymore.
Well, here's the thing. Like, Rogue One wasn't that fucking good. I know everyone likes
I
to go.
enjoyed it.
Some people like. Well, you like
It's
that
the only
whatever
one of the
one.
Disney Star Wars that I've watched more than once. I think I probably literally watched it like 3 times.
But it wasn't that good, and it really did fuck with the EU because people who were behind the stealing the plans of the Death Star, I believe Kyle Katarn was one of those guys who was behind the stealing of the Death Star plan, and Kyle Katarn plays a massively pivotal role in the EU later on down the series. So if it was not Andor but Kyle Katarn who lived and ran off and eventually became a Jedi trained under Luke's fucking Skywalker, that would have actually been really, really, really cool. That would have been extremely fun, and it would have been actually extremely fun to do prequel stuff with him because he's basically like Han Solo, except he can turn into a Jedi.
Yeah, and it's just like Disney didn't want any of the EU stuff. They just wanted to pick and choose what they could. I love Daredevil eggs. Me too, NC Native. Me too. All right, let me just make sure I get through the rest of the chat.
You have to make sure you don't put enough white liquid in white.
Gross. I'm not even gonna ask.
I can't.
All right,
I'm sorry.
And as a friendly reminder of our evening stream rules, direct donations are a great way to support the channel, as always. And we've got Dancing Baby. We've got 3 new dancing clips, 1 baby, 2 Sunker, and then, of course, all of our classic videos as well, the $25 videos. If you want to torture Sunker with all of those horrendous lizard videos and all the rest of that kind of stuff, those are always available as well. So don't forget that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that.
And I do owe, because people, I'm just making sure that we haven't forgotten, I do owe 10 pictures of flannel, and I also owe a Tank Girl cosplay.
That's true. Yes, we do have a Tanker Girl, which is why you cut your hair. Yeah, we gotta wait for Dragon Noodle to show back up before we can take care of that stuff. But yeah, we gotta do that.
I was actually looking at that, and like I guess the most iconic one would be like to get the beaver hat, like lumberjack hat thing, so I don't have to go over and like buzz cut my hair, and maybe find a way to get the missile bra. But I would be knocking things over constantly.
That would be hilarious. Oh my god, you got to wear it for a whole stream too.
That would be
man, that would be great. Can Murdoch just collateral damage her, please? Yes, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that one. All right, should be right. All right, that way give me a chance to finish saying hi to the chat. There we go. There we go. All right, guys. It says Judge Dredd Mega City is dialed to 11, layered up in the core like Coruscant. Yeah, there you go. Well, did you hear well, you probably haven't. I know you haven't seen my video yet. Because it hasn't been edited. It's got to get edited and put out tomorrow. I might have to do that in the morning when I wake up. But one of the latest rumor is as soon as Carl Urban is done with The Boys season 5, and now that Jennifer Salke's gone, Amazon wants to give him the keys of the kingdom with Judge Dredd and put The Boys production team, not the writers, not the creatives, but the production team. So the guys that are responsible for all the sets, the fights, the explosions, all that kind of stuff, and give him free reign to make a Judge Dredd television series. So yeah, I am so glad Jennifer Salke sulky is gone. That wicked witch is so gone, and I'm so excited. You know who has electric arcs? Welders. You earned it, NC Native. You earned it, buddy. You earned it. So you earned it, buddy. You earned it. Corpse starches people. That's right. Get strapped and or get clapped. Exactly. Shadow Warden can take different ways. That's true. It can. That is true. It can. I don't think I'll suffer iron cunt. I mean, hard. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it. I put a poll in the chat in Discord. So it's up to the Discord as to whether or not we do it or not. So member berries do not amount to anything in this show. Why show the Death Star if it's not relevant to the show? Yeah, well, it's just because it involves people involved in building the Death Star. So yeah, it's literally there for member berries purpose. And Darth Dave, I will wait till Sunker comes back for your statement over there on Kick, because I think that's going to get her goat something fierce. So yeah, I'll save that one until she gets back, brother. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, my friend. Don't you worry. And obviously, gifty subs over on the Rumble side of the house is great as well, because those get you automatic dancing sunkers. So we've got a variety of clips for those as well. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I've seen a few reactions on Twitter as far as this episode's concerned. Obviously, I've seen a couple of clips that I wish I wouldn't have seen, but that's okay, because now I have some idea of what's coming a little bit, and that's going to be pretty brutal and pretty crazy. So that should be entertaining to see what all goes down with all of that kind of fun stuff. So, and boys and girls, also, happy Easter weekend. I almost said Thanksgiving. The reason I was going to say Thanksgiving is because, yeah, exactly. Well, because tonight is the night of the Last Supper. Tomorrow is Good Friday. So, in honor of the Last Supper, I have some red wine tonight. So, shout out to the Last Supper and happy Good Friday Eve, boys and girls. So, cheers.
Would Jesus want me to drink beer or vodka?
He turned water into wine. I don't think he's very specific when it comes to that.
Alrighty.
There you go. There you go. Just there you go. Either way, he's going to appreciate the cheers up. He's going to appreciate the cheers up. Darth Dave says vodka. Oh, and Darth Dave also says the EU is garbage. Come at me, is what Darth Dave says.
I think the EU, some parts are actually garbage, but that was kind of the genius of the EU. Was that you could have a whole bunch of garbage and it just not be canon. It was just some fucking weird stories. What if stories that could then be picked through, and you can go over and get canonical stuff that actually works well. It was a very ingenious way to get a whole bunch of content, but not ruin your fucking franchise.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. What is this? What is this over here?
What?
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Kaio Saber over on the stream side for 50.
Kaio! Damn it.
Says dancing baby and dancing serenity when you have a moment, if you'd be so kind. Well, we haven't even started the episode yet, brother, so that is just fine. We can absolutely do that.
Well,
we can.
It is a bit early. We're just an hour into the stream.
Yeah,
we haven't even gotten into it yet.
No, we're an hour into where the stream should have started. We're actually only 33 minutes into the actual stream itself. And I actually took some really cute pictures of the baby tonight when I had her smiling. And so I will get those turned into some new dancing baby clips. So probably for Doctor Who on Sunday night, after all the Easter festivities and stuff like that. But we'll start off with a sunker, and then we'll switch to the baby, and then we'll give you a sunker, and then we'll find another baby. No.
How bad that was.
Say what? You were breaking up.
I forgot how bad that last that flannel was. Like, everyone's like, "I love the red one." I can't imagine why.
Yeah, I can't possibly imagine why. That or the green one. Hell yeah. Thank you, Kaio Saber, for the 50.
hard to hide the head banging with shorter hair.
Yeah, I saw that in the background. That was great. I was like, I wish there was a way I could record that. Just got it from singing at church. 1 of 3 masses. The next one's tomorrow. Glad I'm not too late, and glad to see you both. Good to see you too, guys. No, we were a little late tonight too because we were getting ready for our birthday party. Yeah, one of my boys' birthday is on Saturday. He's officially turning 13. I will have 2 teenagers now, boys and girls. So God help me. I don't know. I got a bottle of vodka in the freezer too. So you want to send like $50? I'll do shots. God help me. I'm gonna have 2 teenagers, boys and girls. The Lord be with me. Melissa Smith, what's going on, darling?
Hello.
Join us on Rumble. Join us over on Rumble, Melissa. Madhouse, if you're still around, can you drop some links over there again? We got a couple of new folks over there. If you would, please, so kind. I got a series for Gundam of the original 6-episode prequel that sets up the original series. I love it. That's awesome, Ironcaster. That's awesome. Yeah, Jiggle Cam indeed. And I'm glad to see you all too. There you go. And the chat, yes. Sunker looked like she was judging us in the green flannel for our hedonistic ways. But isn't that your favorite, Sunker? Is the judgmental Sunker? Like, isn't this your favorite one?
You're gonna have to come down to my office.
Oh, Jesus.
Get me out of here. You gotta get started, motherfucker. We're not gonna end. Just gonna be passed out of my chair again.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, this is great. That's glorious. Holy God in heaven. All right. There we go. There you go. Judgmental Sunker is clearly everyone's favorite. Oh, God. That is great. Oh, hold on. Let me find my thingy. All right. Here we go. All right. Now, we know they always give us a little intro at first. So we're going to skip over the intro, and then we'll recap the intro here in a little bit. But we're going to skip that over and just jump right straight to the beginning. Let's see where we got here.
Well,
that should be about that.
The biggest thing is, like, I was an idiot, and I didn't know Poindexter was indeed Bullseye.
Bullseye.
Like, oh, fuck, that actually makes sense.
Yeah, they really didn't explain that very well in this series. So unless you'd watch the other stuff, you wouldn't really know that. But yeah, Darth Ace says, yeah, 2 masses this evening and getting ready for Good Friday. Yeah, there you go. There you go. And there was 2 massive things on screen as well as 2 masses in the evening. So there you go. Now that was sold. Now that was Sultry Judgment Sunker there. Yeah, it was Shadow Warden. It was. All right, let me see if I can get past this.
We put Poindexter away.
Yeah.
And then we got to get past the intro, even though the intro is really good, and we're going to watch it when we're done. There we go. All right, we're watching just a little bit of this, and then we got to shut down. YouTube. So. Yeah, cheers, Dolly out there. Happy Thursday, boys and girls.
Happy Thursday before a Good Friday.
Yep, Good Friday Eve.
If this turns into your fucking, are you? No.
What were you saying?
No, if this turns into Bullseye's fucking origin story, no.
Yeah, Creature Commandos definitely kind of burn us out on origin stories. We are seriously done with origin stories. That is the one thing I have to say I appreciated about the Fantastic Four trailer. They showed us that they're absolutely not doing an origin story in this movie. They're going to give you a brief little recap that tells you what already happened, but for the whole world, this has already happened. They're already the Fantastic Four. They've already got their superpowers. They've already been to space, all of that. We're not getting a recap we're not getting a whole movie of just that again. That's not going to happen. So if nothing else, the movie's still, trust me, I can't wait to put out my trailer reaction tomorrow. I lit that fucking trailer up. Oh my God, that thing is hot garbage.
So we're going to get a lot of Pedro, like being one of those annoying fuckers that go over like, I've been to space.
No. Did you see the last? Did you watch any of The Flash on the CW? You can say no. It's
as much as I just ragged on EFAP, I did love their coverage of Crisis of Infinite Earths on the TV show, and that's all my connection I know of with Flash.
Okay, so essentially, you know who Barry Allen's character is supposed to be, right? Like the cocky, arrogant speedster. I can do anything and I can beat anybody, and like I'm faster than Superman. That kind of Barry Allen. You know who I'm talking about, right?
I still remember the animated series where they're like, we got both Superman and the Flash here together. Yes. They're going to go on a foot race. And then they just, it's like Superman flying and then you just have Barry Allen running off water.
Yeah, and so legitimately like that's the Barry Allen, right? The Barry Allen we get by the last few seasons of The Flash is nothing more than a beta soy boy who every time he's up against something that kicks his butt even a little bit, he turns into an emotional pile of a mess who can't do it, doesn't believe in himself, and has to have his freaking girlfriend or his wife, depending on what season it is, come in and give him a pep talk and go, "I believe in you, Barry. We all believe in you. Together we can do this." Yada yada yada, and that literally happens over and over again in these episodes. Guess what? That's Reed Richards in practically every scene of that fucking Fantastic Four trailer that they dropped today.
Just two
that is
things.
Pedro Pascal in every scene.
This is where my brain went. Where like first, like the animal does what it does in order to survive. Maybe Barry Allen acting like a pussy meant that he got a whole bunch of pity sex from his wife. I don't know if I can do it, honey, but you can. I don't know. Would these help? Maybe.
If you played it like that, that would have been a completely different thing. That was not the case at all.
Know.
And hey, trust me, you as a woman know there is nothing that makes your panties drier than watching a fucking grown man weep. Like, let's be fucking honest here. So
the other one is say what you fucking will about the Fantastic Four with Jessica Alba and all that stuff. Dude. Say what you will about that one. Fucking Reed Richards was still a boss. He was still fighting, working hard. He was very proactive. He was always fighting for science, to help his friends. He was always active. He was always trying very hard to get things done. He wasn't a fucking simp, and he wasn't a fucking loser.
No, it was that movie, trust me, that one is far superior to the one we're gonna get this July. So yeah, and honestly, Jessica Alba, we got to downgrade. Okay, she might, Jessica Alba was great,
but she was willing to show up in her bra and panties, and that was a big scene where it's just like, your clothes aren't invisible, so.
I love that too, but it's like I actually completely forgotten about that scene. Now I need to go back and watch those movies.
It's a great scene because they're like, you gotta go invisible. So it was so fucking lame to have her do her powers because they sucked. Like Johnny Storm was cool, and then he was like retracting flame to save people from like a burning car and all that shit. They're like, we gotta get past all these people. Like, I can go invisible. We can still see your clothes.
Yeah.
It's just like then she loses control and you see her bra and panties. It's like, oh, you've been working out. Shut up.
That's fucking great. No, my favorite one out of that one is like when Reed's going up against that general, the guy that was the quarterback and the football player, right? And Reed goes up to him and he goes, yeah. And he's like, because the general's like, yeah, you never were much of a team player, were you, Reed? Always the nerd inside with your books and studying. Never really knew how to be part of a team, did you? And then Reed just finally looks at him and goes, you're right. I wasn't. I was the nerd that was inside with my books and learning and yada yada. I wasn't out there on the football team with you and yes, yada yada yada. But guess what? Now the quarterback of the football team is coming and asking me, the smartest man in the world, for help. And oh, by the way, I'm also engaged to the hottest woman on the fucking planet. And she just goes, and she just walks up and she goes, she's like, I'm like so hot for you right now. She's like, that was so hot.
She was very
She's like, take me right now, Reed. Take me right now.
And he had I remember the final fight between him and Doom, which it was the thing the actor remembered well because he kept flubbing the line, which was like, right. You ever know what happens to hot metal when you rapidly cool it? And just like him going, like he kept apparently flubbing that line really, really bad because he's a British actor pulling an American accent, so he kept fucking it up. But it was a very cool, like it wasn't a cool way to take out Doctor Doom, but it was a smart way.
Yeah. Well, and guess what? That's the other thing too that's really cringe is she can't hide her British accent at all.
Oh, well then don't get a fucking Brit. You can't find a hot chick in America.
Yeah.
Fucking go to fucking Sweden. You can probably find one of those chicks.
Yeah, yeah, and she could probably pull off an American accent a lot better. Yeah, it's like they did. It's like she didn't even really try very hard. Like there's some of the stuff that's like, ooh, and you're like, oh, there it is. Holy cow!
It's like
So,
listening to me try to pull a British accent. In truth,
yes, exactly. It's that cringeworthy.
I swear to God, if it is his fucking backstory.
1 year? No,
Yeah.
it's just 1 year ago. It's just 1 year ago. It's just 1 year ago. Calm down. It's just him being in prison
Okay.
or the mental ward. It's like a mental ward.
The whole FBI corruption scandal, Agent Nadeem, all that. It's why my husband was acquitted.
There you go. We got that. We got that one. That's as far as we're going to go for right now. But that's where we got that one from. But remember, because it confirmed it in the last episode that she was the one that ordered the hit on Foggy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like now we know, and that's what this is. This is her and him talking about the hit on Foggy. This is her getting him to do the hit on Foggy. So yeah, so this will be interesting to see that. That'll be interesting to see that for sure. But yeah, all right, Sunker, what do you got?
I'm just too caught up in talking about Fantastic Four that I completely forgot we were doing Daredevil. But
It happens. Fantastic Four, good stuff.
I'm going to not like this because it was already established. We don't need this scene. We really don't need this scene. You got only so much time. We don't fucking need her to be like, and I want you to kill Foggy to go over and hide this illicit activity I'm doing. And it's just like, we don't need this. We really, really don't need this. Can we just have Daredevil be cool?
Can we just have him be a cool dude? Is that possible? Can we just have him do like cool like Daredevil stuff? Is that possible?
Yeah, we could have cut this out for like cool Daredevil stuff.
Yeah, that's true. We could have. We definitely could have. We definitely could have. All right. Sunker, tell everybody bye over on YouTube.
Goodbye, YouTube.
You gotta hold it so I can wait for the little thingy to go. Oh, it hasn't quite got over yet. That's okay. All right.
Thank you.
I know. We're just gonna get back to it. Don't worry. We're just gonna get back to it. Don't worry. I'm watching. I'll know when to end it. I'll know when to end it. Don't you worry.
They're just a pair of ham hocks, you bastard.
Perfect. I got it. I got it just in time. There we go. All right. Before you started smiling and looking up. Oh, that's great. All right.